Chaos control! Folks, this is the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog, speeding at you faster than the speed of sound and looking oh so sweet doing it. Anyway, folks, we are here with an all-new death battle adventure. Well, for once he didn't bloody sing it, so I guess we've got to deal with that as a plus. Whatever, Eggman. Or I guess I keep calling you Eggman, even though you're Eggman Nega. Should we start calling you Yolkman instead? They will never find your body, you blue buffoon. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, folks.
Easy there, young one.
Anyway, so folks, we got ourselves, as I was saying, a brand new death battle. So first off, let's get our usual cast of crazies in here. Obviously, I am Sonic the Hedgehog, and of course that was Eggman Nega. Hey, Sonic, what's up? Oh God, it's Wade. That's right, folks. Deadpool is here for you. Folks, Deadpool, aka the Deadpool. Seriously, guys, I don't know how to explain this one. He turned himself into a Pikachu. And we've had to deal with him for a while now. It is getting weird, even with this guy involved. And he's already weird to begin with. Moving on, we also, as usual, we have the Faker in here. Hey, Seth, how you doing there, Shadow?
Did you almost call me Sonic?
No, I almost said Heysa. I don't know what the hell Heysa is. Yeah, so I said Heysa Shadow. It's like, I don't know. It's like, for a minute there, I think I'm doing that bad accent they keep doing for Mario, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hope you have a good day.
Oh, fuck off. Anyway.
When will your sarcasm end?
Never.
Anywho, first off, we got some usual characters here. First off, we got Kit the Fennec, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Fennec? I can never tell with that.
Yes. I'm now secretly plotting to use the fourth wall breaking electric mouse's electricity and combining it with my water to make some dangerous incidents happen.
Sounds like a plan.
You realize he's literally just shoved a stick of dynamite in your backpack, right?
The water is stronger than anything the dynamite will do.
It's Deadpool. Do not tempt him. He is crazy enough to find a way to make that work.
I really don't care. The point is, it'll douse. I know it's gonna douse it, so moving on.
Don't worry, Sonic. For today, I am guarding the little one.
Also,
no one will be planting any bombs with me here.
Crystal?
Yes?
Check your ponytail. I'm pretty sure he just stuck a bob in there. Yeah, but Sonic, stop ruining the fun. That was supposed to be a confetti blast. Yeah, well, I'm not really worried about it at this point, Wade, and honestly, you're starting to weird me the hell out.
And could you please take the bomb out of her tail?
I didn't put it in her tail. I put it in her hair. She's got a ponytail, you know. Oy vey. Anyway, guys, that was Crystal from Star Fox, by the way. Welcome to the party. I think this is the first time we're doing a video together, isn't it? I mean, I know I've done one with Lanolin a while back, but I think this is my first time working with you.
Oh, my.
Oh, there
we go. What happened?
Sorry, just some background noises. Fox is playing some shooting games right next to me.
Oh,
yeah,
well, as I was saying...
Your heroic box husband. Cool.
The talkative one.
Would you mind? The microphone is literally on top of this. It's on top of my voice.
Oh.
Anywho.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think this is our first time working together in a video. I've worked with Lanolin before, but I think this is the first time you and I have done a video together.
I believe so. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sonic.
Likewise. All right, so rounding out the cast here, first up we have, is he actually, Ray, where the hell are you, man?
Hey guys, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, there you go. We're starting to wonder. All right. So yeah, guys, Ray's an old friend of mine, him and Mighty. Actually, we haven't seen Mighty in a while. Ray is here at least. And then rounding out the cast, we have Zangya from Dragon Ball Z.
It's good to be back.
Wait, have you done a video already? This is my first time working with you. I know that.
I have. It was for a little sneak peek thing.
Oh, well, there you go. So that's
Zangya.
awesome.
I haven't really heard of that name before.
Well, if you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, you wouldn't have. She's from one of the movies, and they're not really part of the normal continuity.
I see. I will probably have to look one up with Fox later down the line. He is the more nerd type, I would say.
Oh, wow. Don't let him hear you say that, Crystal. He might have something to say about it.
And,
Relax. Whenever he puts his headset on, he rarely hears anything outside of the simulations or games.
Anyway, rounding things out, let's see here. Wait, is this right? Do we have Sephiroth in here? That is correct.
Oh dear.
Mortals.
Holy shit. That is one long blade you got there, dude. Get with that thing.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is one of those things. Anyway, folks, for those who are not aware, Sephiroth is from Final Fantasy VII. He's also appeared in the movie Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. He's something of a meme, and Kenny Omega named one of his finishing moves after his ultimate form.
Also, that sword has a name. I believe it is the Masamune.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That is one cool name for that
Masamune.
blade.
And you should be aware that Masamune was also the name of a sword maker on your pathetic planet.
I like you. You're heartless
Isn't that so?
and cruel.
Of course you like him, kid. There was no doubt about it.
Shadow,
And
leave
I
him be.
am here.
Everyone has their own tastes, even if there's some more peculiar than the others.
Hey, if it makes you feel any
Well,
better,
guys,
I have a
let's-
lot of respect for Sephiroth as well.
Okay, guys, one at a time. Not to mention anything here, guys, and I gotta bring this up because Sonic ain't gonna do it.
God.
There's a bit of irony here. So, Sephiroth is actually here to watch himself. What? Oh, nobody told you? You're here to watch a death battle with us of you versus Vergil from Devil May Cry. May Cry what? Wow, okay, Sephiroth making jokes. It really is the end of the world, isn't it?
The legendary one-winged angel.
Yep, that is what... Yeah, it's a whole thing, and you'll see a little bit more about that in the death battle. And like I said, yeah, this is actually the form that Kenny Omega named his probably most effective finishing move after.
And also,
Who is Kenny Omega? Oh, Sephiroth. Sephiroth, you fucking cultural Philistine. We have got so much to teach you about. Why does that concept fill me with utter dread? Because you're smart.
And because the talking electric mouse that was formerly a human unfortunately cannot die.
You cannot die. Trust me, I really can't. But that's because Thanos is, mad that I've been basically boinking his girl. Really, Wade? Why do you think I'm immortal, Sonic? Thanos got so fucking jealous that Lady Death actually likes me that he cursed me with immortality. I thought you couldn't die to begin with because of your healing factor. Well, no, it actually could have been that I could die. It's just that it would take in a really, basic thing, almost like Cell. You gotta wipe out everything, but Thanos basically made it so you can't even do that.
What about
Wow.
Filthy cockroach.
What about the one who called himself Ajax, but whose real name was Francis?
It just can't happen these days. Besides, Marvel tried to kill me off, and they brought me back stupid fast because the whole idea of, let's have my daughter run around doing things didn't really work out very well.
Huh?
So,
Yeah, no, he's not kidding. They actually killed him off for a while in the comics and then had his, I'm not sure if it's biological or adopted daughter take up the role. She didn't do very well, so they brought Wade back.
So, Sonic, have you injured everybody?
I think that is everyone, because we just, Zangya was the only really new member of the cast, other than Sephiroth.
You did introduce...
Why, you think I'm forgetting anybody?
Did you involve Nega?
I don't think he really bloody needed to, considering he already mentioned me, yes.
I was just making sure.
Seriously, I can't believe I have to defend him on this, but he's the one with the bloody hearing problem. What the hell is your excuse?
I was just making sure everybody was mentioned. Like, remember, the directors always tell me to double check these things.
Yeah, and yet the director can barely get the whiteboard up in time. Anyway, folks, let's get started.
At least somebody thinks you're important for the first time ever.
Well, you've got to remember, kids,
the great philosopher
at least I was in a
once said,
game.
The measure of a man is what he does.
A very obscure game.
But to these guys, power
More
is
than
the
you've
measure
gotten.
of a man. Sephiroth, the
that's only for
fearsome
right now.
one-winged angel of Final
I'm still
Fantasy.
relatively new. It'll happen.
Also, one little note, our friend Ray here has never
And it's
seen
our job
this,
to analyze
so if
their
anyone who has
weapons,
seen
armor,
it,
and
please
skills
no
to find out
spoilers.
who would win a death battle.
I have not seen this.
I
Okay,
can honestly
so
say this is one of the ones I'm going in blind for.
Legends were passed of
good
a
idea.
source
So
of
we should be all
unlimited
good and
the
square.
Promised
I
Land.
don't watch a lot of death
Unfortunately,
battles,
all
but
hope
How
of
can we
finding
be
a
square?
route
Most of
has
us are
been
made out of
lost
rounded body parts.
until
What's
the
the matter with
Shinra
you?
Electric
My
Power Company
agent
excavated
had
the remains
it.
of a being believed to hail
My
from the
agent
very
has-
place
Baker.
sought.
My agent has seen this video. His lips are sealed.
back to life, she could help them find the promised
What did you do?
land.
Staple
But
them together?
apparently they just didn't have any
No,
Phoenix
I
down.
stitched.
If
No,
they
I
couldn't
stitched
resurrect
it.
a being
Big
who could
difference.
lead them to the promised land,
Oh,
Shinra
oh
decided
my.
they would simply create
Eh,
their own.
I've
After
seen that
many
done before
experiments
on one of the
infusing
Crow
Genova's cells
movies.
with those of a humans, they finally
Funny,
found
my
their
inspiration was
savior.
Saw.
His name was Sephiroth.
Oh man, this guy is so cool.
With hair like that,
Oh
it's
my,
no
he's
wonder
rather
he was
handsome.
created in a lab. Look at how majestic that mane is.
I was like,
According to
Zangya's
Fantasy
already in
lore,
love with him.
Sephiroth has to use an
Interesting.
entire bottle of shampoo and conditioner
I
every single
am
time he bathes.
Why do you know
Means
that?
the way
Did you join
and
his
the
fan club or something?
destruction of
For
all.
research. But Shinra
I thought you were
wasn't
here to give
interested
us
in Sephiroth for
despair.
his hair. Instead, he was an essential part of their
Destruction
soldier
causes
program.
despair in
Wait,
all who
this
see it.
electric company has their own private
Understand.
military? I'd hate to miss a payment with those
Oh.
guys.
Understandable.
Especially if they sent Seth after me. I mean, look at the ridiculously long sword he keeps with him.
Yeah.
That's his Masamune. This 7'2" behemoth of a blade is a lot like the Nodachi swords they used back in
I still remember
Feudal
that
Japan. But instead of wielding something
in
long with
production
two
Smash
hands
Bros.
like
Ultimate
those,
where Mario was
Sephiroth
hanging by
only
that
uses
sword.
That's
thing
new.
all over
Nothing
again.
of his effectiveness
It
as a warrior.
unfroze.
Yeah, you know when people spread
I
legends
could've
of
sworn
someone
Seth was
they
gonna
usually
kill
make
Mario
out
with
to
that
be even
sword.
better than he really is? It's the total opposite with Sephiroth.
Shadow?
With his superhuman
Yes.
speed,
You realize we
strength,
didn't
and
see
durability,
any of that because the
Sephiroth
stream
was
fucking froze on
instrumental
us?
in ensuring Shinra's
Oh,
victory
is
in the
it
Wutai
still-
War,
is it running okay
conquering
now?
the
It's
last
Still.
free
fine
nation
now,
on the
but what
planet.
the hell
He
happened?
returned home.
Are you
a
using
legend.
Brave again?
But
No,
all
I'm using
those
Firefox.
fuzzy feelings of victory didn't
Okay.
last
This-
long.
this has
While on a
honestly
mission to the
happened-
town of Nibelheim,
This has honestly
Sephiroth
happened
found
before,
a bunch
you
of
know
books on
this.
the Genova project.
Many, many
That's when he
times.
discovered
Maybe
he
it's his
was a
Discord being
secret
Discord.
science project the whole
Yeah,
time.
maybe.
The truth crushed
Well, that and the
Sephiroth
Discord
drove
CEO
him
stepped
mad.
down, they're getting a new
In a
one.
rage,
So
he
I'm pretty sure that they're
annihilated
fucking with
Nibelheim,
us.
but was stopped by a mercenary named
Wait, there's
Cloud
some
Strife.
new Discord
Sephiroth was
CEO?
impaled
When
by
did
the
that
Buster
happen?
Sword
I
and
think a
fell
few days ago.
to
The
his
current
death.
one resigned,
Oh,
now they're hiring a new
well,
one.
that's disappointing.
He
Which
resigned.
is what I
thought
would
he
have
said he was
said if
leaving.
Sephiroth hadn't
No,
dropped into a hole.
resigned.
Let him do the
Signed.
giant Windows
Oh my
screensaver
god,
called the
Shadow,
live
you
stream.
don't understand the
The life
concept of
stream
jokes,
is
do
a
you?
buried river of energy which basically maintains life across the
How
planet.
about you stay quiet?
Normally,
for a bit?
merging with the live stream is the equivalent
That's
of
a good
entering
idea.
the
You might
afterlife,
want to.
but not for Sephiroth.
And this is where
Sephiroth's
things get weird.
arrival in
So
Super
buckle
Smash
up.
Bros.
Still
also,
conscious, Sephiroth's essence floated through the
provided
live
some of the
stream for
most
years
shocked
until he
reactions
absorbed
I've ever
enough
seen in
energy
the
to
history
rebuild
of
his body.
YouTube.
With the energy of the live
So
stream,
what-
he can
So
control
what
other
I'm
beings with
looking up
Genova
is
cells.
the
Including
insanity
the corpse
of
of Genova,
Sephiroth
who he manipulated like a puppet and disguised as
brought
himself.
a near
Oh, what the
cataclysm.
hell? That's his mom? Who would do that to their own mom? I mean, I know she's a genocidal Lillian monster, but come on. Probably makes a good breakfast.
But
Man,
Sephiroth's
Boomstick,
descent into the
what a
live
step
stream
up.
offered him even more. It transformed him from a mere super soldier into the
Oh,
most
with piercing
dangerous
blue
being
eyes.
on the planet. He's strong enough to throw a man hundreds of feet
No
skyward,
wonder he's
move
called
at
the
supersonic
one-winged
speeds,
angel.
and withstand brutal
Speaking
stab
of
wounds
which,
to vital organs.
Zangya.
Illusion powers that can trick people by creating an entirely
Do you want
fake
to know
scenario.
something
He can lift
interesting
people with his mind,
about your voice
including
actors,
himself, and
Sephiroth?
then he can just
From
fly.
what my
So
agent
it
has
worked
told me,
great.
Additionally, Sephiroth can cast
boy.
magic thanks
Good
to his
I'd be
on-hand
worried.
materia. Materia is
No,
crystallized
it
life
is
energy which
intriguing,
grants
it is
different
not
powers
concerning.
according to the type of material used.
This lets Sephi attack
you
with
have
fire,
you
lightning, ice,
have
and
been voiced by
earth-based
not
magic.
one
He
but
can
two
block
different
attacks with
people
barrier
who
and
have played
reflect, and
the
heal
character
souls with
known
cure and
as
regen.
Superman.
And ever since jumping into the life
Wow.
stream, he's had unlimited access to
That's
his
interesting.
magical powers.
With his new godlike
I'm
abilities, Sephiroth began a plan to stop
Unsure how I'm
mankind from
supposed
drying
to
up the planet's
respond
life
to
force.
that.
That doesn't sound so scary.
It is
Let me
peculiar
ease
to say the
environmentalist
least, in my
Wait a
opinion.
minute,
To do this, he decided
Kid.
to use black
All
materia
right,
to
I know
summon
you're
a
talking to
giant
Sephiroth
meteor
rather
to
than...
destroy
I
the
just realized
planet
what the hell you
and
said.
absorb all of its
Who?
life energy for himself.
Who?
So, like,
George
an
Newbern
opposite environmentalist,
and Tyler
a planet
Hoechlin.
vampire. I mean, we're talking about
Holy
a guy who
shit.
beat a dude through solid concrete.
George-
Newbern actually
Crap,
made
a
Why?
30-foot
But
serpent with a
when did
spike through the
Hoechlin
face
play it?
and take the
Yeah.
dragon's
Remake of
flamethrower
the remake
attack
of
without
Final
even getting a
Fantasy
teensy
VII.
bit hurt.
A
Really? I would've thought
particularly
they would just
impressive
use
feat
the
considering
original
this
voice
attack was
acting
capable
and
of
just
one-shotting fellow soldiers.
applied it to the
at will.
remake. That's
Oh,
weird.
Wiz, you may need to up your
No.
prescription. 'cause
They
that's
did it
definitely
more like a
Cloud.
Resident Evil
No,
remake
Cloud was
where
just
they
recalling
actually
false
just
memories
made
there.
different
It was really
graphics
sad.
and
However,
adjusted
it
the
was
story.
Cloud who impaled Sephiroth pre-livestream with the Buster Sword.
Of course, I heard
God,
they
is it you?
downgraded
It's like
Tifa.
2 feet wide. You
That
just
is
stabbed
one
him, that
badass
just
blade.
Cut him in half, but Seth just kind of shook it off.
And
It
in
just
his
feels
rematch with
a
Cloud,
tad
he
too
blocked
heavy
an
to
attack strong
carry
enough to
with a
crater the
single
metal
arm.
around him.
Oh,
Considering that
Cloud,
the
Cloud is
greater
very
the
strong.
surface
He
area
can
of
handle that
Sephiroth's
blade.
feet, and assuming the most likely steel composition, I estimate this
Exactly.
attack to equal
I am
nearly
not
1,600
underestimating
tons of force.
Cloud's
Sephiroth can
strength.
use
I
that
am
wicked
merely
sword
just
to
making
stab
a
and
point.
lift wannabe heroes by
Is
their
it true that
ribcage, slice
is
through
the rumor true that
skyscrapers,
the
and
reason
shoot
you went
energy
into
beams that
Super
can
Smash
shred these
Bros.
huge
It was
Mako
to chase
cannons.
Cloud to
And
the
from
ends
the
of the
live
earth?
stream, Sephi figured out
I
he could create
swore
new
to
bodies or
destroy
even
him.
take on other forms.
These forms greatly resemble certain creatures found
Such
in Christian and
dedication and
Jewish mythology.
tenacity is to
He
be
certainly looks
admired.
the part when he goes
And,
into his
and
ultimate
Sephiroth, you
Regardless,
also
Sephiroth
battled him
does
in
possess a single
Kingdom
black
Hearts.
wing, a blatant symbol of his
I
fall from
have
grace.
followed.
So basically, Final
In
Fantasy
this
does
for the
everything it
simple
can to not be
purpose of
subtle. Just like Sephiroth's most devastating attack,
standing in
Supernova, which decimates
Well,
an
yes,
entire solar
and you were
system.
beaten by
Wait,
Sora.
If Zeph is that powerful, how does anyone ever beat him?
Don't get the wrong idea here. There's a lot of debate over how Supernova actually works, but I think it's pretty clear that Sephiroth
dear,
isn't
the entire
creating the
universe got
explosion
destroyed.
himself. Rather, he's transporting his foes to a specific point in time within an
And that,
alternate
by the way,
dimension.
is his one-winged
Careful,
angel
Wiz,
form.
don't sell him short.
That is
Just
one
look at
cool
it. When
form,
he uses
Sephiroth.
the attack, reality literally crumbles
Oh,
away
dear.
like glass. This is identical to the animation.
Speaking of
for
which,
certain summon
Zangya,
So,
didn't
According to the
Perfect
official
Cell
Crisis
fight
Core Complete
Sephiroth
guide,
in some
summons
EU
draw their targets
videos?
into their own space in order to attack.
I never
and this
saw
is no
that.
different. In the Dissidia
What?
fighting games,
Wait,
Sephiroth goes
Cell
for the
versus
simple approach and
Sephiroth?
opens a dimensional hole
Yes.
in the
A
explosion.
Devil Artemis
The attack
video?
is
I'll have
even
to look
described
that up.
as
I
sending
think I remember
destruction
that.
even into
I think
other
he did
dimensions.
2
Wait,
episodes.
And if
so
he could
Cell-
summon a
Made
planet
jokes about
busting
how long the
meteors
sword
at
is.
will, why did he go
Isn't
through
this
so
the
much trouble to
enemy
get the
that
black
Fox
materia,
mentioned?
which literally summons meteors?
Pretty much
That would
never
explain why
die
the supernova
unless
doesn't hurt
every
him.
single
He's
cell
not
of
really
his
there,
is
just using those
erased
illusion
to
powers of his.
existence.
With all
Mhm.
these
If you're
powers,
talking about
I can't
Perfect
believe
Cell,
that
yeah,
is the
that's
case.
exactly
we're
what
able
we're
to take
talking
him
about,
down.
yeah.
He's not invincible, but he's damn
It
powerful.
Even a
took-
fragment
yeah.
is
Ever
left to
persistent,
come back.
Sephiroth departed with a final
Doesn't
No one
fulfilling
is, in
promise.
fact.
will.
No one is invincible.
Well, but just remember,
Who are, and there's even a guy who calls himself that as
Why
a
does
code
he
name.
sound so bored?
Sephiroth does not sound boring. He's
No.
badass.
2,000 years ago, a great mutiny transpired in the underworld.
This
The
will
demon
be
warrior
a
Scarlet
worthy
against
foe.
his evil
Yes.
master,
A most
Wondershare.
worthy
To
foe.
protect the
About
world,
my
Sparta did
ass.
his best.
That's
to build
Vergil
a connection
is
between hell
a great
One
foe.
time, Sparta got lonely, or maybe it was just a sausage fest.
And no, he is
Either
not
way,
a
he stuck out
rip-off
long
a la
enough to
carte.
knock up this chick named Eva, and she popped out a couple of
I
months
don't
ago
even know who
to slay her.
Alucard is.
Nice choice.
Well,
You may
Alucard
remember the
came
younger of the
first,
two,
so yeah, he might
Dante.
as well be.
Oh yeah, he fought that witch chick with the hair.
Are we
But
talking
the eldest
Castlevania or
and potentially
Hellsing?
deadliest brother was the
Hellsing.
one and only Vergil.
We still need to react to that dead battle with
Vergil and Dante
Bayonetta
were
and
rivals
Dante.
from birth.
Oh,
Dante
look
was
at
a
you,
goofball.
Phil.
Vergil was
Oh,
serious. Dante hated his
Virgil,
being
the
a
one
demon,
with
and
the
Vergil
famed
loved it.
theme.
It's that
I
classic
keep
odd couple
hearing
scenario.
every
But
time
then
that,
one fateful
that
day,
Fox keeps
in an act of
blasting, and
vengeance against the
every time
late
he
Sparta,
gets a
a group of
quote-unquote
rogue demons
epic
separated
win.
the two brothers and killed their mother.
He
Virgil was
wields a
believed to
katana
be dead.
just like
But in
you.
reality, Virgil
Sephiroth.
survived and
Sephiroth.
set out on his own
The
path
son
to
of
seek his father's
Sparta.
immense power for himself.
Was once
And he's
robbed after
100%
losing a
equipped to be a
Robbed
butt-kicking
after
demon
losing a
slayer They're just like
drinking
his
game.
pups.
Okay,
As a
guys,
half-demon,
I have to
Vergil
say
can
this.
jump several times his own height.
Vergil
moving
is not the
supersonic
son
speeds,
of
and heal
Kratos,
himself
Shadow. What the
quickly,
hell's the
kinda
matter
like
with
that
you?
Wolverine guy. He can tough
I
out
know you're
and
making a
stab
joke
through
off
the
of
lungs,
that, and
intestines,
it's
the heart, body parts I'm pretty sure most people need.
Not if my experiment has anything to say about it.
You say something, Wiz?
I said not
What
if
experiment,
Virgil's
Wiz?
abilities have anything to say about it.
Well, sadly, for any
Okay,
human,
all right,
demon,
guys,
or human
guys.
demon who gets in
Deadpool
his
here,
way,
just saying.
Virgil also
Nobody
happens
wants to hear
carry
about
some
experimental
extra deadly
whiz, okay?
weapons
That's
on
very,
hand,
very disturbing.
including a spiffy katana
Even for
called
me.
Tomato.
Oh God, wait.
Said that this sword can cut through
Shut up.
even dimensions, and probably tomato.
No, I'm just not
Actually,
gonna do that
Yamato
because
is
it's
the
not in my
exact thing
nature.
Sparta
I'm the
used
merc
to
with a
seal
mouth,
hell
remember?
from Earth in the first place.
Even though you're literally beside a guy with a 3'7" sword.
Teleportation, lightning
Guys,
quick movements,
one at a
and even
fucking
quicker
time, huh?
slashes straight from the sheet.
Sorry.
This technique is directly influenced by EI Jutsu, the real-life Japanese
I
art of the
wasn't
quick draw.
really
And thanks to
speaking.
Virgil's
I was
demonic
mostly
powers,
waiting
he can
for you to
attack
be
so
quiet.
fast the blade seems invisible.
And the only thing better than
Wow.
fighting with one sword is
So many
fighting with
legendary
eight.
swords.
With
battle
Virgil's ghostly
between
summoned swords, he can turn himself into a living
Hate to say
Beyblade.
this, Sword Art Online, eat your heart out.
Or make it
The
rain!
I don't
Masamune,
think that's
Blades
not
may be
bad,
Virgil's
Shadow.
bread and butter,
Shadow.
but if he needs to focus
the
on brute
Masamune
strength, he
meets
switches
the
to
Yamato.
Veil.
Yes.
This
Charge up,
should
blink of
be
an eye,
I
punches
sort
and
of
kicks
online,
that hit
but,
like a
but near the
cement
last
truck made of
season of
lead
the-
and KO
the
some of the
first season.
toughest demons in just a
Oh
few
dear,
hits.
that's
And
bad
hey,
memories.
looks like he digs Street Fighter.
There's one more trick.
I
We're
was
awesome.
unlucky enough.
Thanks to
I
his
was
demon
unlucky
blood,
enough to
he can
sit
access
through
a form
the
known
movie they
as
did
Devil
not that
Trigger.
long ago,
And this mode amplifies
and it literally made no
everything.
sense. But that's because I never
His
actually
strength,
sat
speed,
through
and
anything
healing
past the
all
first
get
episode of
IQ
Sword Art
boosts,
Online,
making
and I
him
really hope I
several
never
times
have
deadlier
to.
than before. Plus, he just looks
What the
badass.
video
In his
games
quest to become as
improvement
powerful as his
was
father,
meh.
Virgil's abilities skyrocketed. He's
Never
taken down
played them.
dozens of demons in the blink of an
Okay.
eye, and escaped an illusion from the sorcerer Arkham, which makes normal people go crazy.
But if anything's gonna show off what a son of Sparta can
Well, that
really
puts
do,
Sephiroth
it's
out. I
pitting
mean,
him
he's
against
already
his bro.
crazy.
Sure, Virgil can easily avoid
Sonic.
Dante's bullets, but why dodge
I
them when
will
you can spin your sword, line them all up, and
Okay,
fire
first
'em
off,
back
you're not Hero
like
you,
a
you can't really
boss.
make that
In the
work.
same battle, they
Number
briefly
one.
created a 12-foot
Number
diameter
two,
open space
you already
in a
tried
heavy
that in
rainstorm with
Smash.
nothing
It ain't
but
gonna
their
work there
sword
either.
swings. On average,
I'm the
storms
cool
can fill a
one,
cubic
dude.
foot space with as many as 30 raindrops.
I thought
So,
Mario
Virgil and
would have had
Dante
something
must
to
have
say
destroyed
about that.
108,000
Don't even
raindrops
start,
in less
man. Me
than
and
a second.
Mario,
If
we're
Virgil
buddies.
could swing his sword that fast, I bet he'd make a killing mowing
Yeah, I
lawns,
bet
Am
you
I
him.
the only-
chopping meat at the deli, or giving haircuts.
Am I the only
or
one
doing
that
that thing
Sephiroth
where he
actually
chops
does?
bad guys to pieces so fast
Am I the
they
only
don't
one
even
that
realize they're dead
Sephiroth
yet? Like
actually
when he
doesn't
fucked Beowulf.
completely dislike
The
so
monster,
far?
not the weapon. And then he punched him so hard
So
he flew
far,
55 feet up and
Sonic
hit
is
the
the
ceiling.
only
When
one
comparing Beowulf's
here,
size to
other
Virgil,
than
he appears to be
perhaps
as large as an elephant.
the
Given what's
other
available,
one
this seems like our best measure
that
of
I
Virgil's
have any
strength.
real
But
reason
there is
to
one issue.
destroy.
The Devil May Cry series makes frequent use of slow motion to depict the
Which one
absurdity
in
of its
particular?
characters, and this could be a similar case.
So let's look at another slow mo
the
feat,
one they
the
keep calling
rainstorm fight.
At one point, the rain
For some
freezes in
reason, I
place
find
for
him
about 2.5
extremely
seconds as
irritating.
Virgil and Dante keep moving, indicating a 14,500%
I still try to
Well,
say-
increase in real
just
time.
yucky, pal,
Applying the
that's
same degree to the
just
Beowulf
yucky.
punch gives us
Well,
an
guess
acceleration
what,
speed of
Seppi?
about
I don't give a
4,882
damn how
feet per
annoying
second.
you find me.
With that
I
in
am
mind,
still
we
one
can
of the
apply our
best-selling
previous
things
data to deduce
Marvel
the maximum
ever
height
had,
stand
and
ceiling,
I do
and
great
determine
in
Virgil's
theaters,
striking
so
strength to be
screw
nearly
you.
720
And
million.
yet you're
Do not
still
have
I did say
any-
Deadpool and Wolverine.
and yet wait, you're
toughness,
still
too.
waiting to
We already
meet
mentioned
Wolverine
his
at this
super healing
crew,
factor,
but
it's even
it
more
hasn't come to
overpowered
fruition
than you
yet.
think. Virgil once got completely
Well,
cut
that's
in half,
okay,
but healed
Shadow.
so
I mean,
fast that it's
I've
impossible
met
to even
how many
notice.
different
And
versions
his
of
regeneration
Logan
ability
at this
can
point.
be
One
worn
more
down.
ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's how this weird jester
Yeah,
got
he would have been here, but he had to take a rain check.
pull off. And Virgil can always
But now
just
to
use
the
Yamato to hop
question
through dimensions to
that
get away.
that will not
Sadly,
shut up,
Virgil
and
never
is,
got to
and
rule
is the
the
very
demon realm
title
like
of the
he
video.
wanted.
Instead,
Who do you
the Demon
think
King Mundus
would win?
permanently transformed Virgil into his puppet, irreversibly
Okay,
manipulating his mind in the process.
What the hell did I just
Dante
listen to?
kind of exploded him. But one or two losses against
question?
someone who's basically
That's the
goddamn
title of the
Satan
video. I
hardly
don't get
makes
it.
him a weakling.
Hell and Earth trembles before the power of Virgil.
Yeah, anyway,
The Prince of Darkness.
Wasn't Vergil the same guy that fought with Cell over a chair at Walmart?
Yes.
That video was kind of funny.
Over a chair.
All right, the
Over.
combatants are
Oh,
set. Let's
trust
end
me.
this debate
The
once
Devil
and for
Artemis
all.
universe is
But before
really
we get to
fucking
the
weird.
bloody slice
I
and
mean,
dicing,
literally,
pick up
they
some
had
Blue
4
Apron and slice and
episodes
dice in your
of
kitchen.
a random night getting into a fight with Kermit the Frog over the fact that he fucked a princess from land that... Oh my god, what the hell, dude?
One fresh ingredient and recipe.
Oh,
Oh, God.
there we go.
You are powerful.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Sephiroth on this one. I think I'm gonna have to go with Sephiroth on this one.
Your despair.
It's time for a sword fight.
It is time for me to destroy.
Oh,
I am getting Soul Calibur vibes off of this.
Why? Nobody here was in Soul Edge.
Soul Calibur, not Soul Edge.
Yes. You realize Soul Edge was the name of the first game, right, dude?
Didn't really play the first game, I played the games after.
Oh,
So you never... Dude, seriously, Shadow, Faker, I'm telling you here and now, man, you gotta get up to date with pop culture. You're turning into a cultural Philistine. What do you mean, turning into a cultural Philistine, Sonic?
Okay,
He's been one from the start.
but are
Listen,
you
part
fast
of-
enough?
I mean, when I actually have to side with Nega, I mean, that's really a bad thing. Oh, and by the way, folks, I almost forgot to mention, remember that no matter how bad things get, the yoke's always on him. Damn it, just when I thought I'd gotten away from that idiotic
oh dear, his head is bleeding.
This sword fight has been quite entertaining already.
Mm-hmm.
They're fake.
It will get better.
Stop wasting my time.
Oh wow, nice form.
Oh,
Evenly matched.
double trigger and your single wing. Sounds like you're ready to take this seriously.
Consider this a sign of respect, Sephiroth, that he is actually a stronger foe than, say, a weakling could be. At least he is not boring.
oh,
Oh yeah, Zangya. When we do hit 2K subs, he will be a permanent character on the channel.
What is that? Super. No.
I can hardly wait.
I saw you.
Oh, I love this.
Dimension.
Oh,
Cast an illusion to disguise this.
Wait a minute, so are they saying that Final Fantasy world is literally set in Earth's solar system? What the hell?
Oh, whoa.
I am confused by that particularly. So it would mean that he destroyed every single planet.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
Oh!
So you are.
holy shit! Well,
Two were extremely powerful swordsmen,
Oh.
but Sephiroth's cunning and stronger
oh,
abilities led
Sephiroth
to
looks
his
like you
victory.
won.
Wait a minute, I thought the lore said Vergil's
Was
sword
there
could cut through
honestly
anything.
ever
Why didn't it cut
any
through Sephiroth's sword?
Oh, there might have been some differing opinions from the fans, Sephiroth, but that's
On
beside the
multiple
point.
occasions, it's clashed with Dante's
The only
blade
thing
and
I was
common
looking
weapon
forward
mission
to-
without
well,
cutting
with
through
blood and
either,
gore.
and sometimes requires
The only
an
thing I
exuberant
was
amount
looking
of
forward
force to
for
cut
was
through
an
tougher
entertaining
material.
fight,
But
and
let's
that is what I
discuss the real
received.
facts.
Oh, yes.
Strength. So Vergil with Beowulf could do
this
720
battle was
million
very-
newtons, right? But
really
there
a
aren't a
close
lot of
one.
good Sephi
I mean, people can also watch
First, let's
this
compare
for just the
Sephiroth to a
battle,
fellow
but
first-class
without the
member of the
stats,
soldier
but
fighting
that's another
force,
story.
who had also been experimented on with Genova
True.
cells.
And it is an
Didn't they used
Remember
to
him?
be
He's the
sprites?
Cloud guy who fought that dragon.
And he
At
did
his
give
peak,
you
Zack
somewhat
could
of a
cut through a
challenge,
large metal door
Sephiroth. Is
with
that not a
one
sign of
swing,
respect?
seemingly
A
with most of
strong
his strength.
foe?
Given the size and width of
Also,
the door,
a side note,
sheer
didn't
strength comes out
Devil
to
Artemis
980
animate some of these
million
death
newtons.
battles?
And Seph was way
As a
stronger
matter of
than
fact,
Zack.
yeah, actually,
In
he
fact, if
does
you look at
do
their
most
strength
of
stats
the,
when they fought that dragon,
the
Sephiroth
CGI
was
these
3.5
days. I don't know if he
times
did this
stronger
one,
than
but I wouldn't be
Zack.
putting
surprised.
Sephiroth's strength output at over 3 billion newtons.
My
That's
point is
almost as much
basically
force as
the
30
stronger the
Hiroshima
opponent, the more satisfying the
Strength isn't
victory.
everything, though.
Mhm.
Vergil was technically
That is
faster
right.
than Sephi, but Sephiroth has handled
But
people at similar
considering
speeds
the
before.
ease with which
Plus,
I
Sephiroth
ultimately
could survive
won
plenty
this
of hits
battle, I do
because
not
his healing
consider
power
him
is broken.
particularly
The
strong.
capabilities of Vergil's healing factor was nearly
Now I
unprecedented.
see why these death battles get so many million views.
Sephiroth's healing abilities were only limited by his pool of magic, which
I
was
ultimately
limited.
thought
Well, he also had to take some time
I feel
to
like there
cast
may
each
have been more
healing
time
spell,
for
but
combat
that's why
if
he
the two
distracted Vergil with his
death
illusion.
battle people
We know
weren't gushing
Vergil was
over you two
susceptible to illusionary
repeatedly.
and mental attacks, as
be
has happened
fair,
multiple
I
times
think
and
the
even led
issue
to his
was there would have been
in-canon
more
demise.
time for a
And
death
Sephiroth's
battle if they
illusions
had
could
not
hide his
bothered with
ultimate
that
technique.
idiotic
Yeah, Vergil's
sponsor.
healing was pretty awesome.
Why do you
But
think
never
we,
known
yeah,
that
why do you
under an
think I
exploding
skipped over
sun
that
to the
straight
Alright.
sponsor?
Virgil put up a good fight, but
I
he couldn't
will
match
have to
Sephiroth's
agree
superior strength, magic,
with
and
all of you
techniques.
and
Looks like this
on
devil's
behalf of
cried for the
Fox.
last time.
Sometimes
winner
ads in
is
videos
Sephiroth.
turn out to be incredibly time wasting.
Hey, I'm Chad.
Yeah, I mean, at least
If you wanna get the
it's
fight music
better
for
with
this
those
episode,
because you
Death
can always
Battle,
just
click the
pause
link in
the
the
video
description
and
you can
skip
pick it up on
past it.
iTunes. So you can get
Unlike those
music from
idiotic
four of us,
ads that
Wonder Woman,
YouTube
Naruto,
keeps
Vergil,
trying to
a bunch
force
of
down our
them. And if you want
throats.
exclusive
This is
commentary
why
on
we
this
utilize
episode, then
ad
click that box
blockers
right
in the
over there
first
corner.
place,
Thank
you
you so
idiots.
much for joining us
Yeah.
for season 4. We're excited to show you
That
some awesome episodes next year in
versus
season 5.
Vergil. And if you happen to like this video, by all means, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave us a comment, and if you want to talk more entertaining death battles and you want to see this one without us talking over it, well, we've got a link to the original version of the video in the description, and from there you can also find more death battles, including some great classics. What do you guys think? This was, well, this was a thing, I guess. Also,
It was
Sephiroth.
clearly a battle. It was clearly a battle.
Did you enjoy it, Ray?
She's obvious. So, Sephiroth, what did you think? I mean, this was your first time here. I suspect it will not be my last. However, this feels like the death battle itself was less worthy of my time than listening to all you fools and determining which of you I would seek to decimate. Right. Well, while we deal with the genocidal alien,
I thought this was pretty entertaining. I mean, sure, the result was a little mixed, but I still feel Sephiroth was the better of the two fighters. No offense to Vergil, I respect him and his demonic powers and stuff. Still, this was a great battle.
Anyway, folks,
Even Bojack doesn't get that violent. Well, not as much.
Yeah, he mostly thinks he's funny. His jokes are, Mine aren't
among
good.
other things, yeah. I mean, again, if you want to see that, go watch
If he
Team 4
does tell a
Stars
joke,
Home
he's
for Infinite
pretend to like it.
Anyway, folks, for Zangya, for Crystal and Nega and Wade and everybody else, this is Sonic the Hedgehog saying, we'll catch you on the next one, everybody. Bye-bye.
I might consider getting a sword. Any advice?
Ciao.
The good thing is Wade
Crystal
behaved.
Fox signing out.
Yeah, the good thing is Wade behaved himself for a change. Hooray.